Howdy folks, this is Terry Shreve coming to you here from Oklahoma. We got a little storm getting ready to blow in, so we might get a little wind noise on this. We'll try to be as careful as we can. Got a beautiful truck we just got in. It's a 2015 Ford F-550 Super Duty 4x4 with that trouble-free V10 gas engine in it. It only has 120,000 actual miles. Now this truck came from Mississippi, so there's zero rust in it. Now, something I want to point out on this particular truck right here. Okay, these new trucks that you're buying run 170, 180 on the money, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but the deal is you can't find a truck anymore built like this, and I'm going to point out the features on this truck that you'll never see on a new one. Let's take a look at it here, and I'll start showing them to you. Man, this is a pretty truck. Okay, we'll start with the diamond plate. There's diamond plate on both sides of this body. There's diamond plate in the bed, diamond plate on the back. Look at that crane stand. They don't build them like this anymore. Now, as you come around here, I want to show you something you've never seen, I'll bet you, on a crane truck. Look at the structure of this crane. The way this body is built with this square tubing and all, and these braces. I mean, you don't see a truck built like this. Of course, it's got a new battery, it's got a kill switch. We went through, rewired the crane. I'll get into all that in a minute, but man, is that not heavy duty. It's even got square tubing underneath of it. Now on the back side, you got diamond plate on the back, you got diamond plate on the step, you got angle iron, real thick angle iron that goes all the way across. I mean, this baby is built. Now what I really like about this too, on these jacks, you can pull the pin on the crane side, slide it out. I mean, look how big that jack is. Now here's the inside of the bed, just as tough as the outside. So you even got diamond plate here, diamond plate boxes around the lights and everything. Now here's the deal with this diamond plate. This truck here, you can put a welder on it, a generator, air compressor. You can mount them right up here. There's no problem. Now on these new trucks, you gotta be a little careful where you put stuff. But this truck here, you don't have to worry about anything. I mean, you come down here and you look and see how they tied the jack in here. I mean, this truck is built. Now I want to show you something else. You never, hardly ever see on the driver's side, not the crane side, but on the other side, square tubing. Now this tubing goes all the way across this truck and ties to the frame. And look how it's braced. I mean, this thing's awesome. Of course, you also look and see there's no rust on it. It's got a top shelf, and look at the bottom. Beautiful. Man, I love these kind of trucks. They just sell themselves. You open up here, you got adjustable top shelf. You got a solid look at that bottom. Now, something you'll never see on a crane truck. I've never seen it anyway. This is the front driver's side. Look at this. You never see box tubing in the front of a crane bed. And I mean, it goes all the way across to the other side. That thing is huge. Again, of course, no rust, but this truck is built. I'll show you here the driver's seat and all on the driver's side. This truck here, now it is loaded. It's got power windows, power locks, it's got power mirrors, it's got cruise control, it's got radio controls on the steering wheel, it's got sync, it's got upfitter switches. I mean, this truck has everything. Now, of course, like all the trucks we do, when they come in here, we reupholster the seats. We use factory Ford upholstery to where these seats, all of them look brand new. We put a new factory floor mat in it. Of course, there's your four-wheel drive. There's your running boards. I mean, that truck is beautiful. There's nothing you want that this truck doesn't have. Now, come around here, of course, you'll notice it's got new tires front and rear, matching tires. Chrome mirrors. Here's the chrome front end that we're known for. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Runs us about $1,500, but man, it makes that truck. Of course, there's your chrome simulators on it. There's your brand new tires. running boards over here. Now let me show you the passenger side. It's as clean as the driver's side. Look at that thing. I mean, there is not a rip in the seat. There's not a rip in the floor mat. Again, both sides with power windows and locks and all that. Now, I'm running solo today. Kevin's not here, so this is a brand new $3,000 wireless remote, and I'm going to show you how that crane works. But you come here, this is the crane box. This is the front box on the crane side. You look at that, and it's set up for torches. I mean, it is set up nice, isn't it? Look, it's a big, tall box. Everybody wants a big, tall box. Then here's your second box. Of course, it's got adjustable shelf and all too. Then here's your one here. It's got a top shelf. No rust anywhere. Now, of course, I showed you before, I'm getting old here. Now, that's the back end. You see all that bracing. Okay, now I'm going to try to work this crane without Kevin here. Let's see how this works. Now, hold on here, got to pull this button. There we go. I want you to see how fast that crane works, how smooth it works. There's not a noise in it. Isn't that thing slick? Now, there's something I want to tell you about this crane. Okay, you see this power pack here and all? We look at the winch motor, all that. We sent this crane out when we got this truck in and had it totally reconditioned. It run us $5,000. We had them replace the power pack, put new winch motor, new solenoids, new winch cable. This thing here had it all repainted, decaled. I mean, it's beautiful. Now, I want to tell you a little something about what we do here, and then we'll fire up the motor and I'll let you listen to it. Let's see if I can back up here without falling over. Here we go. Okay, folks, here's the deal. When you're comparing my trucks on the internet, because you don't know who we are. I mean, I've been around 50 years and everybody knows me in the business, but a lot of my customers, you know, I mean, they've never been involved in buying stuff before. So when they see me, sometimes it's the first time they've heard of me. Now, I want you to promise me something. When you see my stuff and you see how nice it is and how much money we spend, like this service body, we reconditioned it, painted it, reconditioned that crane. We redid the front end, put all new hubs, bearings, seals, U-joints, new brakes front and rear, new tires front and rear, reupholstered the interior, new mat, put new cab mounts on it. So here's what I want you to do. When you're talking to these people, I want you to say, hey, I know your truck looks good on the internet, but did you do a rebuild on the front end? Did you put new tires and brakes on? Did you recondition the body? Did you recondition the crane? Did you put new cab mounts on? Did you just service it? Did you do this? Did you redo the seat? Did you redo the interior? Now, if they say yes, then that's good. We're doing apples to apples. But now you got to remember, if they didn't do that stuff to that truck, when you get it, you're going to have to do every bit of it, and you're going to spend $20,000, $30,000. With my trucks, they're done. They're ready to go. All you got to do is put your tools in them and go to work. So I want y'all to remember that when you're buying a truck. Now let's go around here. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. Man, I love this weather in Oklahoma. You just never know what you're going to get. Kind of like a box of chocolates there with Forrest Gump. All right, here we go, folks. Put the keys in here. Man, listen to that V10. I love these things. I know you might get tired of me saying that, but I really do. I love them. Isn't that beautiful? And I mean, there isn't a noise in that engine. We just had it serviced at the dealer. Of course, we do new batteries on them. New batteries in the crane box, everything. So I'm going to give you a recap here, folks. Okay, here's the deal. This is a 2015 Ford F-550 Super Duty, four-wheel drive, trouble-free V10. And I'm gonna tell you about these V10 deal. I know you get tired of hearing it, maybe if you've seen my other videos. There's nothing wrong with a 6.7 diesel. Here's the deal. When you buy a used truck with a 6.7 diesel, you need a savings account with $25,000 in it. Because when that motor blows up, and it's going to one day, everything happens to everything. It's going to be $25,000 to put a reman in that truck from Ford. Now with this V10, if you ever have trouble, it's $5,400 from Ford for a brand new V10 in the crate with a 3-year unlimited mile warranty. Now here's the other deal. This truck doesn't have DEF. It doesn't have exhaust fluid, doesn't have you don't have stopped up clogged exhaust filters. It won't go into limp mode, it won't throw codes. You won't have problems starting it in the winter when it's cold. I'm gonna tell you, it's the way to go. So folks, again, it's a 2015 F-550 Super Duty, four-wheel drive. It only has 122,000 original miles on it. It has a 11-foot service body that it's going to be hard pressed to ever find a bed built like this one. And of course, it has the monster 5,000-pound fully reconditioned auto crane with a brand new $3,000 remote. So folks, is this something that you can use? I would love to sell it to you. You give me a call at 800-276-4869. You can look us up on the web at www.shreveinc.com. We sure do appreciate, my kids tell me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I don't know what it does. I have no idea, but they say it's a good thing. So if you could do that, I appreciate it. Thank you all for looking at this video and all the videos that you've looked at from us. We appreciate you all very much. You all stay safe.